Hi everyone. Today we are going to take a look at the new board game from Restoration Games. It is Key to the Kingdom. And if you're familiar with Restoration, what they typically do is take an older game, usually from decades ago, that's been out of print for years, and they reinvent it for modern audiences. So this was a game that was around when I was a kid in the 80s. And so this is a new version which supposedly captures the feel and mechanics of the original and updates it with more modern sort of game mechanics so it doesn't feel quite so dated as the original mechanics might be. And you may know Restoration from Fireball Island, their remake of that, plus Return to Dark Tower, and lots of other games. They've remade Stop Thief and Downforce and many. So I really typically enjoy their work. And this is a game that for me has a certain nostalgic charm to it. This game is for 2 to 5 players, recommended for ages 7 and up, as I recall. But the original game I remember being fun for any ages. And one of the selling features, or one of the neat things about the original game, that one of the reasons it's so fondly remembered today, is that the game board, you move your piece around it, but then the board can open and expand outwards based on if you land on these kind of whirlpool sort of spaces. So it's been, decades since I've played it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this version compares. So let's get that shrink wrap off and we'll see what's inside. Okay, that's better. Not nearly as reflective now that the shrink wrap is off. So let's go ahead and open it up and let's see what we have here. All right, we have some punch-out cardboard pieces here. Looks like some keys, some tokens, some items, net, grappling hook, sword. All right, some sort of little tracker or counter over here. Okay, more of the same. Ooh, a mood ring. Magic coffee beans, that's the story of my life. Kind of evil knife. When you absolutely positively can't be fully evil, you can enjoy the kind of evil knife. A sticky stick. Oh, I love these names. Not just a stick, but a sticky stick. Bee cannon. Oh, how fun. How fun. It looks like some of these items were made by a 7-year-old or designed by a 7-year-old. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anything on the back here? Nothing too fancy. Okay, more of the same. These look a little bit kind of more pedestrian. Fire, rope, axe, net, food, which is a cupcake. Again, looks like it's designed with kids in mind. So, very cool. All right, the Adventurer's Atlas. How to succeed as an adventurer against all odds and evens. And there is an actual rule book here, so not sure what the difference is. Okay, this looks like kind of like a strategy guide, I guess. This is the official Adventure Atlas. If you're reading this, then you're on your way to improving your adventure-y self. All right, so yeah, just looks kind of like maybe a hint book, a mission book, or yeah, it looks like maybe some quests, some sort of missions. See, I usually am breaking the shrink wrap when I look at these games with you for the first time, so you're learning as I am. So that's the Adventure Atlas. Restoration Games, and here is the actual rule book. How to survive and thrive in a portal-jumping fantasy kingdom ruled by a demon king. Well, as you do. So, very cool. Oops, the pages are stuck. There we go. All right. Since the late 80s, oops, I got a little bit of glare. Let me move the book a little. Since the late 80s, sometime around 1987, the Demon King has wreaked havoc upon the land, The downtrodden people cry out for a worthy hero to set upon a mighty quest to fashion a magical key that will grant them control over the kingdom's mysterious whirlpools, then to defeat the Demon King once and for all. The kingdom cheers each time a brave hero rises to face this endless gauntlet of dangers, and then promptly runs away to sunny Florida. It's funny. There is no one left to answer the call, unless maybe you're up for it. No pressure. So, goal. Okay, we saw these keys in the box. Be the first hero to gain all 3 key pieces needed to enter the Demon King's domain and defeat the Demon Kingdom once and for all. And we have some tips. Of course, components, most of which we've seen. Oh, and here's how to set it up. So we're not going to learn the rules today. Maybe that'll be a separate video, but let's just kind of see what else is included with the game. And what's this? Is this our board? Yes, it is. We'll look at the board last. Let's see what's in the box here. That's a nice insert. That's pretty cool. No need to buy an organizer. We have what looks to be an 8-sided die. Okay, oh, and several others here. Also 8-sided. Wonder why that one is separate. I guess we'll find out when we read the instructions. All right, over here we have some cards. The Aloof Archer. Give me all your stuff, or not. It's not like your stuff is all that great. I mean, is it? Oh, goody. Now I can retire to that mountain. You may move to a space adjacent to any other hero or refresh 2 times, then discard this card. Okay. So we have, yeah, cards of some sort. They're all shrink wrapped. And we have some little creatures that have come loose in the travel, the game's shipment to me. But here are our characters, or our icons. What is that? Oh, I guess it's like a fairy. Nice. And check out the horsey. My very little pony. Unicorn, of course. And here's a character who is not a Jedi holding a lightsaber. Okay. And over here, who do we have here? Is it like a gnome? Looks like a yard gnome. All right. Well, that's all the figures. We have some empty spaces here, which I guess some of the things that we're going to punch out later we'll go into. So now, let me open up the board, and we'll take a look at that. All right, we've got the shrink wrap off, and we have some tabs here on the board. So, okay, let's get a shot of the overall look. So this is the page here. First page, then this can open up, and the board, oh, the board can open. Okay, it's, oh, I see. Okay, it's like layered. It's multiple boards. I thought it was one big board that flopped around. Okay, and then over here we have more. A second board. And here's a circle that I guess needs to be punched out. I'll be curious to see how this all fits together, because the original game looked a little different than this. It, as my memory is, it was a board that had 2 halves like a book, but then they could open like into like 4. That's how I remember it. And it's just been so long since I've seen it. So I'm not sure yet how this board, I see, you know, all the jigsaw puzzle type pieces of how it no doubt fits together and does things. So I'm sure this is a game that will get bigger as you play it, just like the original did. Even odd, even odd, even odd, even. Okay, what's this say? Broken Bridge. Nice. Evil Tower. Well, it's not a fantasy game if it doesn't have an evil tower, right? They all have that. So, cool. Rainbow Bridge. Nice. Anything on the back of the board? Sort of. We have some more over here. Here's a dude just chilling. Okay, we have, what is that? The Sleeping Giant. Oh, better let him lie. And what is over here? Oh, I had it right the first time. Okay. Berserker Boars. Everything's out to get you. That's just life these days. Everything is out to get you. All right. Okay, so that is a quick look at the board of Key to the Kingdom. I like the ducks. So I will probably do a follow-up to this at some point once I've had time to sit down and punch everything out and get an idea of how the rules go. Maybe get the tripod set up and we can do maybe a sample playthrough of it so that we can see how it works. All right, thanks very much for checking us out today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back with you soon.